Hello everyone and welcome back to Armored Brigade as we go back into the action here, as this game has a good date today as it is launching on Steam today. So if you were like, the Matrix store is not for me, I like the game though. I like to play with some American tanks. I want to play with all of these little toys here, but play it a bit more tactical than Wano. Want to have a bit more simulation in it with orders and how they're given and the delays that come with all of that. And still have some graphics, still have some fights, not just something like uh, Southern Storm or so, where you only see the up top perspective. Then I think this game might be down your alley. It's a nice mix out of depth and still relatively easy to play for a wargame of this level of complexity. So yeah, and in this scenario, we are in the Fulda Gap, near Fulda. We are here to hold on against an onslaught with the 11th ACAF here in 1990, as the Soviets will come for us. We have some artillery, and we will try to use that, especially the DPICM rounds, as effective as possible. But the enemy will come for us with a lot of force. We have some helicopters that we can call in as well. We have a couple of minefields here deployed at strategic positions. And our formation, the most important ones are the Abrams. And then we have a couple of Bradleys. We have a couple of MR13s with mechanized infantry inside over here that we can advance with, and then some recon and some TOW 2 teams that we unfortunately can't move from their current position. So let's get into the action here. And yeah, these indicators here show us that our intelligence reports noise, reports radio activities. So we didn't directly spot the enemy here, but we have indications that the enemies are around. So, and here we go, T-80s coming in. And that might be the first decent target for some good rounds. And let's set that all up. We want guns, we want volleys. Let's fire 20 rounds. Yes, that is the correct one. And let's fire them right into their path. Actually, artillery, cancel. Set target. Let's fire them right on top of them then, as they seem to want to fight us. BMP-2 gets taken out. Our Abrams are under fire here, as we take out T-80s here. Long range engagement. This game works with max engagement ranges. Yeah, we have seen some T-80s here. This is this symbol for, we know it's a tracked vehicle. We have no idea what it is. This is just a representation there. And then we see some T-80s here trying to engage us. And yeah, as you can see, the ranges are really simulated 1-to-1, unlike 1 where it's a bit compressed so that you can be a bit more in it all. And yeah, you have realistic line of sights here with realistic elevations. So this range here, 2,600 meters that we're engaging at, trying to get the enemy killed off. We will have to disengage here relatively soon as well with our Abrams, as this scenario is all about us getting pummeled by artillery, but having to use our guys as efficient as possible. And we have given orders to retreat from that position. But the artillery rounds should come in soon here. And I think it's time to activate our repositioning here. And then we have to figure out a new position. I think we're just gonna switch sides here and move the tanks to this position. So We're gonna go past here. And then we're gonna go fast here. And then we're gonna go for contact on there. And we now gonna activate the retreat orders. Reversing out of there. So as you can see, our Abrams now will start moving. There we go. Coordinated disengaging out of that position before the enemy artillery can get on top of us, because they know where we are. They have a lot of artillery, so they will come for us for sure. We have the potential of getting in helicopters as well. Arrival time 8 minutes until our helicopters come in, so calling them in now makes sense, as the enemy seems to be on the move. We dismantled the first push of the Soviets in a decent fashion here. They're popping up smoke with their vehicles, but we get them nonetheless. Good jobs, Bradleys. Bradley's moving on further from where they were spotted, so that is fine as well. Whilst artillery has been called in. Long range engagement here. Yeah, that's what we wanted to dodge. That is something we just can't take. Our recon infantry over here can move on its own. Getting into better positions. The line of sight over here is not amazing. So, we're gonna try to advance into better spots. Whilst our other scout squadrons are still moving along. This one here is pretty key. Get these guys in there. We can reverse the M113 out of there, so that it doesn't get spotted. Whilst we have mechanized infantry over here that has to advance into better positions as well. These guys have Dragon launchers. Now we should put them on effective range for everything, as we can't afford to waste ammunition in this fight. We did the same for the Bradleys. We have M901, those I forgot earlier, ATGM carriers here that have a pretty good line of sight from over here. Especially this one is pretty solid, as this is all on top of the hill in this slight valley. I didn't put these guys on hold. Let's put these guys on hold. They are not supposed to engage anything. The artillery did its job, so we will cancel all of that. And you guys can start moving again. Move the Abrams into another new position from which they can then start engaging the enemy. Effective range Come on, I just wanna click the infantry. Thanks. .40mm grenade launcher for these guys. Advancing further as well. That's the Bradley. Can advance into slightly better positions as well. Reverse you up there. Wait, what? Why did that not work? Okay, that works now. Oh, what? The enemy spotted us all the way back here? Do you have smoke? Pop smoke. Immediately reverse out of there. Well, it's Bradley's. Can take some engagements to the enemy over here. We need to call in a new fire mission. This is a good new target. So we have some manpad teams that can advance into this position. And we have one more unit that can unload over here as a fallback. More and more BMP2s pushing through positions here. Okay. And we're at 30. Enemy artillery will come in on these guys here soon as well, so we need to get a fast call back to this position here that we will need to take soon. Taking them out here, and we're at 13 in trouble. Do these M130s? No, they only have 50 cults. We hear a lot of ATGMs. Firing, getting another BMP2 killed. This is good. Helicopter coming in 4 minutes. I unfortunately can't move these guys. Could I load these guys? Actually, I'm not sure. Abrams advancing, getting some kills. Fire for effect not coming in. Let's set the hole. Let's make it a bit wider, and let's set it all over here. Nice. Get more hits. Abrams under fire. I want to pop smoke here. Keep you fast moving. Yeah, shit. This is not where we want to be right now. That these guys were caught over here right now is pretty terrible. These guys were supposed to be fast moving already as well. One of our guys died over here. we have BMP-2s pushing further forward. Abrams not able to get the hit on target here. One of our guys able to disengage, but being heavily damaged. Heavily damaged, heavily damaged. This is not good. What is this one going for? Frontal, no damage, that is good. Ooh, Dragon finds the kill. That is good as well. Not quite sure what all of this is going for, but we seemingly are able to engage the enemy further. BMP-2 is still active. Okay, we advanced out of the worst of it. Abrams still doing Abrams things, still blowing things up. Defense is holding. We get another BMP-2 killed. And the enemy is not doing their worst. More artillery fire coming in. Helicopter still on the way. You need to keep advancing. And then we can set up a reverse for right there as well. TOW 2s from the side finally getting involved, that's good. Oh, it seems like the enemy is... Nope, that's not where we want to fire actually. Cancel. No spotter there. No, okay, so we can't set that artillery shot up. Shit. You want to pop smoke. And keep advancing out of there. Can you pop smoke another time? Yes, you can. T-72 actually getting destroyed. We lost an Abrams. That is not optimal. These two are a go. Once our helicopter is about to enter the fray. Actually, let's just reverse you out of there. Can't really disengage further over here. Autocannon fire. We lose another one. Have one more ATGMs coming in. Missing the shot. Nice, we get them actually frontally. Oh no, both of our Abrams there getting lost though. This is a bad scenario now. Artillery should fire. TGMs coming in here. Can pop smoke there. BMP-2 actually getting demolished is quite nice. But we have our helicopters coming in. I didn't even realize we had mortars in this. Okay. That could have been quite helpful. Helicopters have arrived. Can't control them any further. They will do their helicopter things. GM carriers here will try to advance further. Do we have another smoke pop of this? No, we don't. And we're going down. Yeah, this was to be expected. Unfortunately, couldn't reposition them. This is good. We deal a lot of damage here. Let's see what we can do with our artillery damage here. Nice, BMP-2 killed off. Nothing shoots our helicopters so far. That is good news. It's a lot of damage on both sides here. It's not the best fight ever. I really hope the helicopters get around. These guys are moving. Oh no. They pushed something forward that can't shoot our helicopters. Ooh, ATGM from our infantry. No. Doesn't even deal damage on the left hull hit. Okay, that's bullshit. The mech rifle squad over there did a mistake. Helicopter. Moving on. Infantry under fire. Recon infantry doing their job. I have no idea what you are doing over there. The mortars not really hitting the enemies we want to hit. I'm not quite sure if this helicopter still has any missiles. Yes, it does. That is good. No damage with a tow. That is not good. Okay, we got some damage on it. Let's fire these rounds again. As more T-72s are coming in. The quick action still continues here. Let's try to get some damage onto the enemy. No, M109 got lost. Yeah, that our M1A1s got caught whilst moving past the M1 ones. That was pretty rough. Down to one M1A1. We got a decent amount of tanks killed here. So that's something. Get a BMP-2 there killed as well. But the Soviet numbers are still moving on. We're nearly out of ammo. Ah, come on. M1. Could have done that. Would have been great. Line of sight wise, this is not the perfect place. Artillery, come on. T-72 would be a good hit there. Can we... Yes, we can pop smoke. And I believe it's time to speed it up a bit. Because there's pretty little we can do at this point. New fire mission. Set it to HE. I can set adjusting fire over there. Our helicopters are used up. We don't have any further available. Yeah, I had to disengage there. APC is all lost. More tanks coming in over there. Rounds coming in. Successes though. Let's go back to our last few rounds. Of destructive force here. Is there still some T-72s stranded over there? Actually, let's pull that in right on top of them. Couple of BMPs still left. Of T-80s. And we don't get any kills here with our artillery. Unfortunate. Come on. We shoot them with an M1 against the BMP-2 and we don't get a kill. 50 cal obviously won't do damage. We need another shot from our main gun. We still have 15 rounds remaining. It's not great, but it is something. Okay. Pop smoke. Nice. We get another BMP-2 killed. We will try to get the hell out of there in a second. A lot of infantry coming our way. This pushes going to be problematic. Yeah, our Abrams here having to dodge the enemy artillery was the biggest problem. Let's get a couple of rounds in their way here. With the mortar fire. This enemy infantry is trying to advance. Yes, we dodged the artillery there. Our infantry desperately trying to defend themselves. Enemy infantry here trying to cross the open field. That's a lot of forces still coming our way. We're outnumbered pretty good. Okay, let's activate this immediately. They know where we are. They have us spotted. They will call in artillery in a second here on us. So we try to reverse out of there. The last Abrams goes down. That is not what we were hoping for. They'll have a couple of laws in here. But that's about it. We kind of have to hope the enemy runs through our minefields. Tow 2 over here still has some ammo. Line of sight of theirs is not amazing. Recon infantry gets got. Okay, let's give us some rounds over here. Directly on top of these boys. As this scenario is not going much further here, most likely. Still have some laws. I still have a good amount of infantry pushing on our position though. Enemy infantry has reached the autobahn. Yes. MR13 got immobilized. And more T-80s here and T-72s keep on pushing. We did a decent amount of damage here. We for sure got a lot of the APCs and IFVs, but I'm not sure if this is enough. We'll fast forward a bit. No, HE here. Get a couple rounds on these guys. Our last bit of fire support here. That likely might get overrun soon as well. This is too late anyways, most likely. Can't really disengage here. T-80s and infantry trying to push on us. With a moonward grenade launcher. At a decently effective range there. Mortars still have a good amount of ammo left. And those mortars could have been helpful with some smoke screens earlier. Can get some 5 rounds down on these guys. Once we lose the village as well. Let's get enemy is just smacking us with artillery. We're really running out of units here. salvage coming along. Law's not good enough to deal with these guys. And that's the problem. No 84s, no heavier hitting AT weapons available here. And at that point the Americans here have become pretty teamless. I just want to see how the scenario ends, when the scenario ends. If it really goes on until they have finished us all off. Yes, that is also about to happen. Yeah, Mac rifled squadrons now without anything to defend themselves, and here we go. Let's see. Major defeat, it says. We deployed 20 vehicles, we lost 19 of them. Only got a 2-to-1 KD there, and it wanted more of us there. With our infantry. We got a better KD there as well, of 3-to-1, but still not good enough here. So if you want to win the scenario, the M1s are key, and I guess the Bradleys might have been a bit too aggressive as well, but it's a tough one as well, as you just get overrun by a hell of a lot of high-quality Soviets as well, with T-80s involved, T-72s, and a good amount of BMP-2s, plus a hell of a lot of artillery raining down on you. So, the game is not always fair, but neither is combat.